Welcome back, YouTube. This is Yoda, back with a part 3 of our walkthrough together. So we last ended off, we upgraded our Uchi Katanas. So for right now, we have 6,000 runes. Let's see something real quick. Okay, from here, we are actually going to go kill a dragon. Now, this is of cheese. This is going to get us a lot of runes. Right now, we're essentially going to go kill this giant dragon that doesn't move, and you just can hit him in this one spot. And what's supposed to happen is that a whole bunch of dragons attack you. But you can hit him in this one spot where the dragons pretty much can't come over his wing and attack you. Get all these runes. But this is going to get us roughly 70,000 runes and 5 dragon hearts. Which we will then be spending a little bit on levels, just so that way we can kind of catch up. With us running around and collecting a whole bunch of stuff and not collecting the levels, not doing levels, we're by no means behind. We are very, very far ahead, especially with our weapon upgrades. But an important thing... So we're actually, real quick, we're going to go behind this minor Erd tree. Jump up this. Still in combat for some reason. Actually, it's that dragon to our right. But real quick to show on the map. We did a double jump up. We are going to run into another fort that has a grace in front of it. With this grace, I'm going to show you where to hit this dragon. So like I was saying before, we are very far ahead in terms of weapon upgrades. In terms of levels, though, we are not behind. But this is just a nice way for us to catch up. And to start absolutely destroying the early game. And the whole point of doing all this stuff in pre-prep is essentially just to get us prepared. To take on the content. This just allows us to go through early game and mid game with relative ease. We are not, and then like also the whole point of all this prep too is not to over level us like crazy to where we're just, you know, unkillable. You know, we're not doing any rune farm for levels, for rune levels. We are straight up just doing this so that way we have good upgraded weapons. We have a nice kit. You know, we're versatile with some incantations that we're going to get here soon. So that way, you know, we're having fun. We're having fun. We still have the dodge mechanics, otherwise we'll get, you know, absolutely clouded. You know, but we are just going to have the weaponry to effectively deal with everything early to mid game. So now, as you can probably tell, this does take just a little bit, but having bleed katanas, as you can see at the top of the left, you can see his health bar. Having 2 bleed katanas, this makes it very nice. Proccing the bleed on this big dragon, so that way we're not sitting here for ages. And a few more flurries, and this guy should be dead. There you have it. So now when he dies, all the dragons around him are also going to die, and they're going to drop our dragon hearts. So he dies, as you see, we got ×5 dragon heart. And new draconic power was opened up at the Cathedral of the Dragon. If you remember earlier playthrough, this is the Cathedral of the Dragon communion, where we go and we get our dragon spells. So now from here, so we had 10,000 when we started the game. And we loaded into this playthrough. So now we have 80,000. So that gives us 70,000 runes. From here, we are actually going to level up. And we are probably just... trying to think of a smart way to do this, because I'm thinking of, because we're going to get a Nagakiba, it requires 18 strength to wield, and we're going to get +5 from a talisman. So this is going to put us at 18. With dex we need 24, I believe, or 22. It's either 20. Hold on one second, let me just real quick check the wiki real fast. It was 22. So we are going to need just 17. And then for endurance, we can get this at level 20 as well. Now, for endurance, probably just going to stop this at 20 right here. This was going to be a good stopping point for us. Now with vigor, we are probably going to get this to 40 as soon as possible. We don't really care. We're going to have a lot of damage because of the way we're going with our weapon upgrades. The big thing here now is survivability. So we have 38k ruins. So this is a pretty good stopping point for us. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because if I go to 25, we have 10. Because then we still have to upgrade our Nagakiba. We have to buy, I think, 2 more levels to get 10 fates. That way we can use our finger seal. So honestly, from here, let's just stop at 22. Actually, for right now, we're going to do... Okay, we're going to do this. Sorry. So we're going to do 22 vigor, 18 endurance. We're going to stop at 13 strength and 17 dexterity because we're about to get a legendary talisman that's going to give us +5 in vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity. This is going to allow us to wield our Nagakiba, which will be very nice. I'm actually going to check something real quick because I know that we have incantation. Okay, it's just 10 faith to use. And then the finger seal is... Hold on 1 second. Finger seal. This requires... Oh, no skill to use. Wait, what am I thinking of? I totally forget what I'm thinking of. Oh god. Alright, anyways. So from here we're actually just going to straight up level up our faith to 10 so that way we can use that incantation. Then we are going to go into this fort here. So we will have to use a finger seal. Real quick. So if in this fort there's a whole bunch of bats, these guys do a shit ton of damage. Just straight up run through here. Interact with this ladder and just quickly run up it. Otherwise they will poison you, and if they hit you, they hit very, very hard. Oh, that's not good. That rarely happens. Let me see if I have anything in my inventory to remedy this. I do not, so we are just going to have to heal ourselves as time goes on. So, when you get to the top of the ladder, make sure you open this chest. It's going to give the Dectus Medallion. It's going to activate the Grand Lift for us. From here, we are going to jump down. We are going to go over here to the right. We're going to jump into this hole. Careful, because enemies will spawn, and there's also rats over here. There's a gold ruin. From here, we're going to turn around and jump across. We're going to fall down this hole. And we are going to get ourselves a legendary medallion. Now, it's a little unfortunate that we died because we still have 27,000 ruins. So we're actually going to go back in there and grab those ruins. We got super unlucky with the poisoning. Usually the rat doesn't catch you in time. But briefly, we are going to go into here. No, I was hoping I could cheese it through. So that is very unlucky. That rarely happens. That the rat actually gets off the attack before we climb back up. So we're gonna wait for the big rat to... Oh! Should've just stayed on the ladder. Here we are just going to drop down. And we are gonna get out of here. Oops, I didn't want me to do that. Alright, then we're going to interact with the Grace. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys did it a little bit cleaner than I did. And then this is going to get us a legendary Talisman, Radagon Sword Seal. It's going to increase our attributes from Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity by 5. Now, we will take more damage when we have this equipped, but honestly, in this early stages of the game, it's not really going to matter at all. It's very nice to have these boosts. We're actually not going to put this on right now because we don't have our Naga Kiba. We're just going to keep our green turtle talisman on, but when we kill Margit the Fell, we're going to put on this bad boy when we get our second talisman slot. So, now from here, we are going to go over to Fort Height West. Actually, sorry, from here, we are going to go back to the first Church of Ella. Wait a minute. Nope, sorry, I'm confused. We are going to go back to... oh man, I'm trying to like figure out what I want to do. No, we're going to the fort. Yeah, we're doing the fort. We're doing the fort. Now real quick, when we get here to the fort, we're going to go over here to our emotes, take whatever emote you want to go, you just want to move away. We'll switch this. We're going to switch this with the finger snap that we got. Where's the finger snap? Oh, did we not get the finger snap? Oh my god, I'm confused. Oh, okay, there it is. There's the finger snap. So we're going to use this emote in order to summon Blad to us. Real quick while we're here. Okay, so Pumpkinhead's pissed. And we're not going to mess with Pumpkinhead. We're just going to run in here. Now there's dudes that are going to throw fireballs at us. Okay, my game is not cooperating. We should have killed all those ads. That's my fault. Well, we're gonna kill what we can. So we kind of fumbled that a little bit. We were actually just going to straight up go back here. The biggest thing is getting that medallion piece. So now we can activate the grand lift. So we're actually going to skip this place for now. Until we get our Nagakiba. And then we'll come back. And then after we kill Margit the Fell as well. So from here... You're actually going to go right here and use this emote. The finger snap.
Who goes there? Carly sent you. The name's Blood.
Talk to him. He's going to ask you to help him kill somebody.
In need of a...
This is going to give you a weapon. This is a very nice great sword. It's going to be down here at this Evergel right here. We're not going to go do that just yet. We are going to go and get our Naga Kiba. And actually what I think we are going to do, so we're actually going to go back here to Gil Lake North. We are actually going to spend the ruins that we have just to increase our levels up. We're gonna go with the vigor. And we're just gonna go to 25. I think this is a safe bet for us. We're going to get, from here we're going to get our endurance to 20. And then we'll probably, and then, yeah, then we're going to go to 40 with vigor. But from there, I think, yeah, we're going to go get our finger seal real quick. So go back to round table hold. We're gonna go talk to the bell-bearing twins. We're gonna pick up a finger seal for 800 souls. We're gonna go to our equipment. We are going to equip this bad boy. This is why we went up to 10 faith, because in order to wield this, we need 10 faith. And then we're also going to memorize a spell. We need to go to our grace. And we are going to equip the poison armament. So that way we get bleed and poison buildup. It's very nice. Also, at this point in the game, we had a ton of sacred tears and flask, and I think maybe 1 or 2 golden seeds. But what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to use those, because now we're going to start getting into combat and actually playing the game. So we're going to add a charge with 1 golden seed. I think we only have 1. Okay, no, we had 3, I think. Okay. Yeah, so we had 3 by this point. And then we should have 3 sacred tears. So just click on this until these are all gone. Okay, so we have 4 sacred tears. Yep, we had 4 sacred tears at that point. And allocate our fast. So by this time, we should have 7 health pots. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to put 1 into a mana pot. So that way we have 6-1 split. So that way we can use our weapon arts, our summons, and be able to put poison on while we're out in the field. From there, we're going to cancel out. I'm going to show you guys real quick at the bottom. And we should have our flash should be +5 now in terms of the potency. So from here, we are going to actually take a trip real quick to Stormhill Shack, because there should be an item in the shack after our spirit tuner teleports around table hold. And there's an item. This will be another golden seed. We're going to check our inventory real fast. Key items. We just have 1. Alright, so from here we will go back down to Aghiel Lake North. Oh, we're spinning, baby. We are going to make our way over into these lakes where we're going to take on our first cave. Down on a second. Clear caves. Source Hill, Fellboy, blah 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 blah. Should be looking good. We're just gonna run into this game. Pick up this guy, fuck. Keep on cruising. It's on this rock. Do we? Oh my god, did we just read a message? Alright, we go item, poison bloom. We're past the skellies. And at the end of this canyon, of course, we can't open our map because we're in combat. At the end of this canyon, we have ourselves a little catacomb, the Merck water catacombs. Now, when we come in here, there are going to be a ton of these little stone boys. Pretty much what we want to do is just take our time through here. There's a lot of ambushes. The biggest one is up ahead with those two statues right there. I don't think those are guys. They throw things at you. So I'm just gonna wait for these guys to come up here. Actually, I think they lose interest and we can come out behind them. Yeah, there they go. So instantly assassinate one. There's actually a trap right there on the floor. Don't stand on this square right here, because that will activate some scary stuff. This, pull this lever. Somewhere a heavy door is opened. We'll stand on that platform. And we are going to go left. There's another platform, and then there is also another ambush as well. So we're going to go back up here. There should be two more guys in here, I think. They're up on the walls. Just one. Just a ghost glove wart. That's it. If there's any guys in here. Okay, nice. We're good. Then we're gonna come to the boss of the dungeon. We're gonna pre-pot right here. Gonna come in here and use our wolves. Finger still, poison up. Go back, dual wield. Really, you can just be patient here. You can always do this with bosses, kind of let them just go aggro on your summons, find your opportunity. Are. Enemy failed. And this will get us a summon, banished knight, Ingval. And from here, we can just straight up teleport out of the dungeon. Now keep in mind, if you do want to summon stronger, like if you really like summons and you just want to be like, oh man, I want to summon some like gnarly guys, you are going to have to upgrade your mind in order to have the FP cost in order to do it. Now, if you're doing a sorcery build, this is going to come more naturally, obviously. Actually, real quick, I want to rest at this grace. So we are about to have ourselves a little invader PvE PvP fight, where we will be getting a dagger and unlocking an NPC that we are eventually going to kill very soon to grab ourselves a nice katana. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down this canyon through the water. We're eventually going to be dismounted by the game, and it's going to say we have an invader. So we're just going to run a little bit forward. From here it says invaded by Bloody Finger Nerdus. And he's just going to chase us. We're going to go back in this direction because our summoner help is going to pop up pretty much like where that slit is in the canyon. So we're just going to apply poison to our weapon. Keep running up here. Have him follow us. Kind of bait him back here. Now, if you start out with a running slash, he'll kind of see, and then we really didn't need help from him. But if you start out with a running slash,
The end is nigh.
you'll kind of make him start panic rolling, and then you can just follow up with flurries and just follow him as he rolls and just do continuation attacks right before he's about to come out of his roll. And as you see, pretty much just instantly dies, but he gives us a nice Reduvia blade. This requires 13 arcane to use. The weapon art on this is very cool. You shoot out a blood bolt essentially that goes short range, but this stacks bleed very, very fast. And it's a nice little weapon to use if you want to use that for an arcane build. Alright, so the NPC, he spawned, I think he spawns back here once he disappears. He does. So this is where he is. I'm going to talk to him
I'm your tarnish.
and exhaust his dialogue.
One stay clear, and it's his feet. So stay clear. Perhaps we will.
And he says something about a dragon. Now, I think in order for him to spawn over here, you need to kill the dragon. I think. Now, he has a quest line. Wait, does he have a quest line? I don't think he actually has a quest line. This isn't tied to any achievements at all, regardless of what he does. I mean, he ends up at a point later in the game where he kind of just like starts screaming some crazy nonsense about some stuff, but I think here we're just going to kill him. We're going to get our katana, and we're going to go upgrade that bad boy.
If you've succumbed to such blood, it's time to finish you here. I must not die. Until she.
Now, when you kill him, he's going to drop the Nagakiba. And the Nagakiba is what we are going to be using in our main hand. So from here, we are going to go back to the round table. We have... Check my inventory real quick. Okay, so we need more smithing ones in order to upgrade this bad boy. So let's see, that was 2, 6, 8. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we are actually going to go grab a spirit summon. And then from the spirit summon, we are going to go grab a bell bearing. And then with this bell bearing, we're going to be able to upgrade our Nagakiba all the way to 7, I think. Yeah, all the way to 7. So, we got our Nagakiba. Let me just check my notes real quick so that way I make this more streamlined. Sorry, I feel like dying at the legendary Talisman place kind of got me a little frazzled, and now I'm kind of just feeling like this is super scuffed. But we're good. We're on track. We're on track. I'm just trying to figure out where we gotta go. Right here. Summon Water Village outskirts, where we are going to kill the Mariner to get a Ash that we're going to upgrade to +1. Now from here, this is where the boat guy's gonna spawn. Call him in. He's gonna disappear. He's gonna go to the back left. Or not. He's not gonna go back into the back left. He's gonna do pretty easy coordinated attacks. You're pretty much just gonna be able to beat the shit out of him. Don't worry about the skeletons that he spawns. As soon as you kill him, they will disappear. But he's gonna drop a death root and skeletal militiaman ashes. Now this is a very important ash, especially for a melee build. Essentially, the skeletons, when they die as ashes, they're actually going to come back unless they're hit again. So it is very convenient for us. So essentially, they just keep resurrecting unless they get hit again in their final form. Pretty much going to go back to the round table hold. From the round table hold, we are going to go talk to Rodrika, our spirit tuner, and upgrade these to a +1.
Greedy, you here for...
Here we actually have 16k ruins. And we are going to get our endurance to 20. And from here, we are actually going to go into a cave at the lakes of Liurnia to get ourselves a bell-bearing 1, so that way we can buy infinite smithing stone 1 and 2. From the bell-bearing twins. Now this cave is very dangerous for us, even at this level. And with our upgrades. There's just like stone guys in here, and they kind of just do a shit ton of damage. And you really can't do a lot of damage to them unless you're two-handing your katana. So it's mostly just going to be us running through here, not really killing anything, not really collecting anything. We can always come back. The bell bearing is what we want to get our Nagakiba up, because we're going to get this thing to a +7. And from that +7, we are going to essentially smash everything in terms of we're going to kill a dragon. We're going to kill 2 dragons. We are going to kill the first boss, air quotes, and then from there we will actually maybe we won't kill the first dragon. I think we're just gonna kill 1 dragon after we upgrade this weapon. So make our way through the cave. very careful once you hit this spot. There are spellcasters. Some of these guys will straight up run you down. We're actually going to jump off right here. We can always get down that way. I think there's something here, if I remember correctly. I think there might be an item. Yeah, there's a somber. We find a somber 2 here. There's an item lower. That leads us over there. This actually might be smart to drop down on. No, this is smithing, somber smithing 3. Yeah, so this is worth 100%. From here, we're going to drop right here. Then we should be able to sneak our way past these guys. Okay, no, we can just straight up run. If I remember correctly, there's like a guy that's like straight up on our ass here. Yep. So that dude will follow us. I think we can just go straight down to the bottom, and this is the boss fight. Yep. So if that guy follows you, just try to like run as fast as you can and just get into this room. From here, we are going to take on the boss of this dungeon. We're gonna summon our spirits. Blade on our weapon. So you see our boy came back. So when you break her guard, she's gonna become like fractured. Then you can easily finish her off from there. That's gonna give us a smithing stone. Miner's bell bearing. We're just gonna straight up return to the entrance. The wolves might have been better there in that situation, even if they weren't upgraded +1. So if you're watching this, probably go with the wolves. And then from there, we are going to go all the way back down to the round table. So right here, we're just doing a back and forth. We're just going for a quick upgrade right now, just to get ourselves this weapon upgrade. Go talk to the twins. And from here, what we're going to do with these bell bearings, we're going to offer the bell bearing. And what that does, it gives them more stuff in their inventory for you to buy. So from here, as you can see, we have the smithing stone ones, which we're going to need 12 of. So we have 3 in our inventory, so we're going to buy 9. We just need 1 smithing 2. And we're going to back out of there. We're going to go to the left of the fireplace to go upgrade our armament.
Well, I took you no matter lay out your own.
And we are going to upgrade our Nagakiba. Now we're going to get our Nagakiba all the way up to +6. But as you can see, with an X on its icon, oops, it says we cannot use it. Then when we attach ourselves the Radagon Sword Seal, it's going to increase our stats. And then when we go back, real quick, I'm going to put our +7 Uchikatana in our offhand, and then in our main hand, we are going to apply the Nagakiba. So now we have our Nagakiba and our Uchikatana. This is a very nice power spike for us. Piercing Fang, pretty good attack. You're actually going to be rocking the Axe Talisman, enhancing our charged attacks. Whenever we get our second talisman slot, which we're actually just about to go get. But first, we are going to change our Wondrous Physic, because if you remember earlier, we just kind of put this on randomly, temporarily boost strength. We don't need this. For the restores half of our total HP, we're actually going to get rid of this as well. We're going to put the temporarily boost stamina and mixed Physic, the green spill crystal tier. And we're going to replace the second one with the Spike Crack tier, enhances charge attacks from a time in our mixed Physic. Now, this is going to stack with our Axe Talisman, which we are going to get after we kill the Fell, which let's make our way over there. So we are going to make our way to the gate, which is going to be right here. So we're going to teleport to Stormhill Shack. We're going to pick up Wild Strikes. We're going to go over here to the left, kind of like through the bushes. There's a ballista up on here, so we're pretty much just going to bamboozle it. Come up right from the flank and running right here into the main gate. So as you can see, we're starting all this and like getting our upgrades. You know, we have 500 runes left. You know, that's nothing. This is perfect. We're min-max, baby. Absolutely min-maxed. All right, so from here on forth, we're going to be able to get... Actually, show our stats real quick. We're level 34. This is perfect. We're straight up just set to kill this guy. What we're going to do before you go into here, and that's going to cue the boss fight, we are going to summon Mr. Roger here. Yep, we're going to run in here. This is going to cue the boss fight. I'm just going to skip this for now. We're going to call in our spirits. Now, like with the other boss in the cave, we're just going to straight up let him aggro onto the summons that we have. not get greedy because he can still very much so hurt you. As you can see, the fight is pretty easy peasy. Especially with us having a +6 and a +7 weapon.
Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
We're gonna grab this grace right here. And we are gonna run up here and grab another grace at the gates of the Stormvale Castle. And we are going to run down these stairs right next to the grace and grab this one item. And from here, we are straight up gonna teleport out of here. To let me see, we got to go clean up a cave on the beach side and talk to another merchant. So from here, let me see something real quick. We got another talisman slot that we need to remember. So from here, we're just gonna straight up equip our axe talisman. That way, when we do our charge attack, it's going to do a lot of damage, especially when we pop our Wondrous Physic. We're going to do even more damage. Now, we're gonna make our way down this hill. We are going to see a troll. Trolls are worth 1,000 runes, so we're just going to straight up pick them out. Oh my god. Oh, we took the wrong potion. Unlucky, unlucky. You run back down here. That was me being stupid anyways. Hitboxes on these things are never fun to lock onto either. It's rather clumsy on mouse and keyboard, I will say that. But easy enough. We're actually just going to do this bad boy right here. Come right here, pre-pot this. I should have shown this anyways. Yep, so that is easy, does it? And you see we got 1,000 runes for that. I don't know what I was doing when I first attacked him. I was trying to do some charged attacks, but it's easy enough just to proc poison and bleed on this guy to just straight up kill him, which is basic sustain. I forget the exact path of this beetle. There we go. It's gonna give us a stamp sweep. You're gonna ignore these little octopuses. some rune fragments, just in case you guys like making the rainbow stones. We're gonna cruise our way over to this merchant, and we're actually gonna kill this merchant.
What do you don't want any trouble?
So we're gonna turn his bell bearing into the twins. Yep. So he has Smith. Okay. So he has 3-1. So very nice.
All done? Well, be on your way then. Dirty stuff. Something off about you from
So now he's gonna drop a bell bearing. We can turn this into the sisters, and we don't lose any of his inventory. We're pretty much just consolidating it in one place. And you can do this with any merchant in the game. Now from here, we're going to go into a cave that is... There it is. I ran right past it. Actually, let's kill these guys real quick. See that Nagakiba range? Absolutely taking that guy out. So we're gonna go into this cave. This is the guy that we found in the illusion. Just talk to him real quick. Grab this grace. We're going to... If we ever equipped our lantern. Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, right here. This is where it is. No, what is going on? Switch. There it is. So that way, whenever we go into our menu, we can just turn on our lantern like that. If you remember your hotkey, I don't. I just physically go in. Mine's some weird interaction like F9 or something. But unfortunately, the keybinds are very strange for me, so I don't really mess with them that much. Go in here, kill these guys. Oops. So when we get to this entrance right here, we are going to summon Istvan. Actually, I forget what this does, but we'll just summon him just in case. Just in case this is tied to a quest or something. We'll grab our boy. We will also summon up our spirits. I'm going to pre-pot. Put poison on my blade. Now this is kind of overkill. We're pretty strong right now. I want you to take the first demi-human chief out. Easily take out the second, then we got our tailoring tools. And this will be able to, we'll be able to customize armor. When I say customize, I mean like if it's like has like a cape on it or something, you'll just be able to take it off. or add a cape. It will cost 500 runes, so not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Now, from here, we can just exit the cave. And then I think, do we have to talk to this guy again?
Oh. Wait. You got it back for...
Okay, he's our tailor.
What made you go and do a thing like my mum? And that's so I always... You're very... I always want... Then You're very... I always want...
Alright, so then we do that, blah, 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 blah. Just for tailing, not very important. What did I want to do next? So we got the bell bearings, Nagakiba. To get this thing to 7, we need 3s. Yeah, which actually we'll just go do right now. And then we are going to go get our bell bearing 2. And then this is where in the game where we just get a massive power spike. We're pretty much just going to go travel. This is the last thing we're going to do until we actually start doing just major playthroughs of just fucking, you know, going and actually playing the game, doing content, having fun. But this is the start of it all right here, baby. This is what makes us the powerhouse. As soon as we get this, we are in absolute action. Now, from here, we are going to do a couple things. So we got... So there's the key. We got that. Now we are going to go kill our first dragon. We're going to kill a named dragon. That's going to drop us a special upgraded dragon incantation at the Dragon Communion Church. So from at this point in the game, this is pretty decent. This is a good stat allocation to have, especially since now that we have the Radagon Source Seal and it allows us to use this bad boy. So from here, we are just going to go straight up and kill this dragon. From this dragon, we are going to get a key. From the key, we're going to go into the church. From the church, it's going to bring us over here where there's going to be another merchant. We are going to buy that merchant smithing stones. From there, we're going to go across the bridge to another church. We're going to get a sacred tear. And then that is going to bring us to the Grand Lift, where then we will be going into Altus Plateau and grabbing ourselves some golden seeds and a smithing stone that is extremely easy to get. From there, we're going to farm some ruins, not for very long, like for 15 minutes, literally like 10-15 minutes. And then we are going to have 2 + 14 weapons. And then we are set, baby. We are absolutely set. So from here, let us go kill this dragon. And grab ourselves the Glenstone Key to gain access to the academy. Now, with fighting dragons, dragons are pretty easy. They just do like a stomp attack, and they have a couple breath attacks. The one breath attack you have to worry about is when they fly into the air, and then they kind of do like a sweep in front of them. You have to be very fast about getting out of it. So here we're just going to pre-pot a couple things. We are going to make our way over here to the dragon. So now when the dragon falls on the ground, if we can make her... Man, we're stuck on the wing. Ah, that was unlucky. We got stuck on the wing. Oh, we just couldn't. We were just off. Of course we were just off. We did a little too early. And we did it too early again. Alright, we are just selling right now. We are not playing the best. Oh, baby. Alright. It was scuffed, but doable. It's going to give us a Dragon Heart. As you can see, a new Draconic power is available at the Cathedral of Dragon Community. And there's the Academy Glenstone Key on this body. Now, if you don't want to fight the dragon, it is entirely possible just to run past him, pick up the Glenstone Key, and from there, just teleport to the main gate, or the South Ray Lucaria gate. And go to the seal, examine seal, and walk right through that bad boy. And when you go through here, you are going to grab The Grace, and you're going to turn directly around and run down this pathway to a merchant. There will be wolves on this path, but just run right past them. You'll be all right. And actually, with this merchant, we're just straight up going to kill him. I'll show you what he has real quick. We're just going to kill him, grab his bell bearing, so that way we can turn into the sisters, because we don't like coming down here all the time.
It's been a... How can I help?
Alright, so he just has stone sword keys, lost ashes of war, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. So,
Have a safe journey.
and
Pity. This... this... Offered by a highwayman. I must have...
alright. Oh, he's gonna be dead, but we're gonna just go get his bell bearing on the ground. This is my third walkthrough of the day. So I'm a little impatient. Take the mistakes from me. I mean, we're getting it done, we're getting the content done, but clearly that's not what you want to do. Just survive, survive, survive. You come back to his camp, there's gonna be his bell bearing. We're gonna pick up our souls down here. We're gonna find some more stuff. Going to be a guy that's going to sneak up on you, but we're just going to go right past there, get the celestial dew, and roll out until we can open up our map from not being in combat. Now from here, we're just going to teleport back to this gate. I'll show you real quick. Main Academy gate. We are going to run to the north. We're going to take this teleporter. Don't run past it. Make sure you click on it and interact with it so that we get teleported. This is going to spit us out the Bellum Highway. So from here, it's going to spit us out right here. We're going to go into a church, grab another sacred tier. Then from that sacred tier, we're going to go to the Grand Lift. There's actually Grace here, so just grab that, why not? Now at this point in time, you should have roughly 20,000 runes. If you want to use them to level up, if you're scared to lose them, I will preface this next part saying that we are going to run into a high level zone. You shouldn't die, but just in case, I mean, I'm just going to give you a warning right now so that way you're not all pissed if you do die. I said not to use his runs. Yeah, well, game's rough sometimes. I'm not going to use my runes. Grab this sacred tier. This sacred tier, we're going to go back. Sacred tier, as you guys should remember, increases the potency of our flask. So we are going to do that. Then we only have one in our inventory, nice. And we are going to take our path back up. I'm just gonna recap real quick what we did in this episode. So we killed a dragon. We went, got our sword seal. Yeah, I think for the sake of making these shorter, I'm just going to straight up end here. Because getting into the next little bit of gameplay, I really just want to do small segments. It's just a lot easier on myself, and also I think it's going to be easier on you guys, just to be like, just for me to categorize these videos and my titles to be kind of like spot on to what's really going on. The first few episodes were going to be longer regardless, just because there's so much pre-game prep that you have to do in order to be, I mean, everything's so accessible. It's like you might as well just go do this stuff. Otherwise, you're just handicapping yourself. And if you're handicapping yourself in order to make the game harder, you're probably not watching a guide anyways. So, without mentioning anything else, the next episode, we're actually just going to go grab another Smithing Bell, or Smithing Bell 2, which we are going to then get, do a little bit of a rune farm for about 10 to 15 minutes with that bowling ball that we went over when we were in Caelid. We are going to get 2 plus 14 weapons. This should take us to, let's see, 8 or 2 plus 12 weapons. Is it? I think it's 2 plus 12 weapons. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is it plus 4? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2 plus 12 weapons. And yeah, so from there, upgrading our weapons even further. Pretty much we're going to be sticking at around the same level. Pretty much going into Stormvale Castle, we're going to be looking at ourselves being roughly around high level 30, level 40-ish. This is going to set us up to pretty much just destroy our first actual real campaign boss, and then lead us into the second campaign boss. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you have, if this helped you out in any way. And yeah, I'll catch you in episode 4. Peace.